What's up, guys? Scott Lowe, executive editor of IGN Gear here. I'm with Justin Davis.
And I am executive editor of IGN Wireless.
And we're here to talk about the iPhone 4S, the new iPhone from Apple, which is introduced today at their Let's Talk iPhone event. Now, Justin, there's quite a bit of news coming out of this.
There is quite a bit of news.
A lot to catch up on.
But you know what there isn't? There's also quite a bit of...
criticism.
There is some criticism. There's some things we didn't see that we thought we might see.
Yes, indeed. So everyone was expecting to see the iPhone 5, which everyone kind of perceived to be the true successor to the iPhone 4. But instead, we saw kind of a new and improved version that has a dual-core A5 processor, which adds 7 times the graphics processing power.
Yeah.
And we got a little insight on Infinity Blade 2, which is, of course, going to run beautifully on the new hardware.
Yeah, we definitely did, and that definitely shows off that this is a much bigger step up from the iPhone 4 than the 3 to the 3GS was. That was sort of an incremental bump, and this really is like a brand new phone, but you know, it's just in the same form factor as the iPhone 4.
So you get a dual-core chip, which is an upgrade from the single core of the A4 on the original iPhone 4. The screen is the same. There's a lot of rumors about it having a bigger screen and like a new taper design. Obviously, none of that's true. The screen is exactly the same, but there are a number of like other major upgrades to it that I think people are kind of glossing over. For one, they've made it universal, so it does GSM and CDMA networks.
And what this means is that you can use it in any territory. With the previous iPhone, sometimes when you went overseas to certain countries, it wouldn't have the right chip in it. And so now you'll be able to travel anywhere you want and use the same iPhone.
But what this also means is that you can have one phone that'll be compatible technically for Verizon, AT&T, Sprint here in the States. But obviously one of the biggest upgrades is the new camera, which is now 8 megapixels and has a new CMOS sensor, which allows you to get more vibrant photos in a clearer, more stable image. Most importantly, it can also do 1080p video, which is up from 720p, which, you know, for video files out there, I think we're going to see a lot more kind of like pirated concert video now that we have like an awesome new camera in it.
That's impressive, you know, camera technology just to be inside of a little phone. You know, it wasn't that many years ago that you had to get, you know, a very fancy dedicated device to record a video that was.
Well, I mean, you know, you look at it and there's other phones that have cameras like that are of that resolution, but really what, you know, the biggest upgrade is the new sensor, which gets really greater.
When can people get their hands on the new iPhone 4S?
Pre-orders start on October 7th, and it ships to stores in 70 different countries on the 14th. It'll be available on AT&T and Verizon, of course, but for the first time ever, Sprint. So if you want to learn more about the iPhone, check out IGN.com.